Hello everyone, my name is Martin Romero, and in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about a project-based quest that I created in Digication through the University of Laverne website. The project-based quest is basically divided into 7 tabs, which are Introduction, Assignment, Directions, Group Roles, Resources, Evaluation, and For Teacher. The tabs are made to be simple and easy to follow for students and teachers. In the first tab, the introduction, I catch students' attention by asking a few questions about whether they like music, dancing, or if they consider themselves good dancers or bad dancers. Also, I ask whether they're good or bad with technology and if they consider themselves leaders. I ask these questions because all of these are part of the assignment, and every person in each group will play some sort of role, including um, a technology person, a person that comes up with a dancing routine, and a person that keeps track of how the group is progressing. The second tab is the assignment tab. Basically, in this tab, I describe uh, what the assignment is going to consist of. It will consist of locomotor and non-locomotor movements, which the students will already have a previous experience with. They will basically come up with a movement pattern that includes 3 locomotor and 3 non-locomotor movements. They will do this in a group of 3 people and present it to the class. Some of the things that they'll be required to do are be able to present uh, their project to the class and explain how each movement pattern falls into each of the 2 categories. They will also have to include some sort of technology in their presentation or in the creation of their dance routine. Uh, I also explain what the locomotive movements and non-locomotive movements are, just in case they need to refresh your memory, and I give some examples. I included some pictures to help refresh your memory. The next tab is the directions tab. In this tab, I basically outline every single step that the students will take while creating their project. So starting from step 1, they pick a group, they decide who will be in charge of which role, they pick a song or a beat that they will like to create their dance routine around or movement pattern. Before they can even continue with that, they need to get that approved by me because the music or beat that they choose should be school appropriate. From there on, they basically follow the rest of the steps, and they can always ask me questions either in class when we're working on it or through email. As you can see, I included my email down below. The next tab describes the 3 group roles that each person in the group will have to pick. The main roles are choreographer, tech person, and timekeeper. Choreographer is basically the person that will be in charge of coming up with the dance routine or the movement pattern that the students will be performing. Um, the choices of on how to create the movement pattern are not solely up to the choreographer, and the rest of the group members are free to input any suggestions that they might have. The tech person is in charge of knowing the technology that the group will be using. Um, I I want to mention that this person doesn't have to be an expert in technology, but should have some basic computer program understanding. I also include some tutorials on how to use basic uh, tools such as Google Docs, PowerPoint, and YouTube, and that will be discussed in a future one of the tabs, sorry. And lastly, the timekeeper is basically in charge of keeping everybody on track and making sure that everyone's meeting the deadlines and will be finishing the assignment on time. From that tab, we move on to the resources tab. This tab, I include some videos that students can access if they have some questions about how to do basic PowerPoint and Google Slides and how to upload a video to YouTube. And I apologize, the videos are not showing, they're not playing for some reason, but when you click on the link and open up the Digication assignment, all the links should be working. Next, we have the evaluation tab. In this tab, I attach a rubric which students can always access and basically be aware of what they will be graded on the day of their presentation. And I describe some of the things that I'll be looking for um, during their presentation. Lastly, I include a tab for the teacher. In this tab, I basically talk about the entire project as a whole, give a lesson overview about what is expected of the student, sorry, lesson objective, and I include the state standards. Um, I make sure to note that although the state standards are for sixth graders, this project can easily be done with seventh graders, eighth graders, and even high school kids. Thank you for taking the time to go through my project-based quest, and I hope you find the information and the assignment itself useful and entertaining for your students in the classroom.